asking, what happens when you have never traveled to any country? Does that make you lose chances? So, first answer, when my husband was inviting his brother to come and visit him here in the US, when he went to the embassy, everything was fine. They're like, "What do you do?" "I'm a teacher." Do you have the finances to support yourself? My brother is paying for it. Are you gonna come back? Strong ties. Yeah, I have a family. I'm still working. I have a job. All that. Everything was fine. Do you have property? Yes, everything. But then they asked him, "Have you traveled to another country before?" And he's like, "No." The the consulate officer literally said, "Go travel to another country, come back and apply and come for the interview." So that's exactly what he did. And he got a trip to go to somewhere in Europe, a teacher's trip, conference, something like that, like a benchmarking thing. And he went to Europe and came back to the country, and literally the next month went to the consulate, applied and got the visa approved, and came here to visit my husband as a tourist. Okay? So yes, it does very clearly. There's times where if you don't have travel history, you can still get your visa, but everything else literally has to be like 10 times. Your strong ties has to be like 10 times, especially if you have a family. But I don't know, for him, he didn't even get that. So my suggestion, just start traveling. You already know you haven't traveled, you already know you don't have the travel history. Why are you waiting? You already know this is gonna be a big deal. So I know some people will be here in the comments saying, "Hey, I traveled without any travel history. I got it without any travel history." There's other types of visas that you can just get without any travel history. But if you're trying to get a tourist visa, they want you to have traveled somewhere else, okay? Because as a tourist, you just choose America to be your first place to travel to. Just go somewhere else. And if you're like me and I didn't have boyfriends to make me travel the world, I've seen people here who've used Tinder to meet men in different locations and traveled and built a travel history. I didn't have that. So what I did is I was with my mom when she went to a church function out of the country. And churches go to other places, like the Catholic Church. They had gone to Rwanda, they had gone to Tanzania, they go to Rome, Italy, they go to Dubai. Churches do travel a lot, so that's how I got some of my travel history in. And I was also in doing like some type of business, and I was working with some people who were trying to do a company thing, working out. So I traveled to China. So yeah, I did travel a little bit myself. But if you know you have not traveled, please just put that in there. If you don't have boyfriends or if you can't afford to travel, go with churches. They do like this